in place because this hero needs to run in to do his damage.
Oh, it's going to be mid Zeus.
Two sources of percentage-based damage, which is quite good against the tanky lineup. The Death Prophet's got Spirit Siphon, and Zeus will eventually have his passive. 3-3 in trouble, though.
Yep, he is definitely dead. We'll go down the right clicks of Dyrachyo. So first blood for the Bristleback, who has... Yep, Tiny is... Sox is in a lot of trouble. Gets off the Avalanche, but Dyrachyo, a nice job of turning around. So Tofu should be able to get this for himself. So 2 kills already for Gaimin Gladiators as Skeeter...
They don't pressure the lane nearly as well, so that was really cool.
Ace getting some help in the form of Tofu, but Tofu's going to be the one that ends up dropping here. They almost got Snake King, but the Fairy Fire kept him alive. So trying to salvage this lane.
As soon as Night Stalker gets on top of you with silence, you're kind of just screwed. You can't jump away. So I've definitely seen some games where Night Stalker really abuses the support Zeus, whereas if you're mid Zeus, much more likely to be able to deal with that due to you having more net worth. So
Celery, he's going to get tossed back after the Avalanche as Dyrachyo trying to help him out, but the double kill from Nine's ult, that is huge.
It's the small camp so much these days. You walk up to a creep that you're about to nuke anyways, you nuke it towards your small camp, and you basically just clean those up for free without having to even leave your lane.
Yeah, Snake King gets dropped in the top lane in the meantime here as Soxa going for another toss play, but he's going to toss the catapult instead. As Ace getting chased by Skeeter gets slowed to a degree thanks to the hammer and the void, and you can see Boom coming in, nicely timed ultimate, and this would be a nice cleanup for Gaimin Gladiators. You can see the Night Stalker just sticking around for the extra XP and a little bit of payback for Gaimin Gladiators.
Cool. I thought he was dead for sure, but too much on it though, because then it delays your Acceptor, and that makes your timing a lot worse. But I think in this game setup, when they have this much percentage-based damage, he needs to have magic resistance later on.
Yeah, Ace gets ruptured, so that's the first one of the game for Tundra, and ends up being an easy one overall for them as Tofu gets off the nice Starbreaker. See if they chase any further. Skeeter has some move speed to go with it, but they're not going to pursue. A sub 20 HP, I believe. As Dyrachyo, he's going to get gone on now, 33 with the Exorcism, and that is a very large kill for Tundra. This arm going out. He's doing okay, but obviously against that Bloodseeker, it's going to be a bit of favor for Tundra as Snake King is going to have to cold embrace himself, but he is surrounded by enemies, and the Starbreaker is going to be enough there. So Tundra lose their support as Boom is...
Like the Ags goose spam, but Sam will help a bit there.
We do see the coil, but unfortunately for Gaimin Gladiators, it is onto Snake. Bot lane, we're going to see 33 with the Exorcism. Going for Tofu, who's going to dodge the Avalanche, gets off the hammer in the meantime, looking for potential TPs to come out for Gaimin, but they're not to come, so Tofu will be left to his own devices.
Still, and if they can get a successful kill on Dyrachyo mid, those would be really big.
Yep, they're looking for the Avalanche to start with the toss rupture. That's a lot of damage, but it is a Bristleback. Tofu coming in with a nice Solar Guardian on top of Boom's coil, so they end up getting the kill into the Bloodseeker, but it is at the cost of Dyrachyo's Bristle, so a 1-for-1 for both position ones. As Boom, he's in pretty deep now. Avalanche is there, and that's a big turnaround kill. And
kind of a big ulti.
Yeah, and it's all for Snake King. They should find him with the Frostbite connection. It's going to be the trade for the Curse, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. Even a freezing field from Celery wants to take out those creeps. Yep. Smoke does pop. He gets the blink off. Coil onto 9, but you can see he's actually outside that Solar Guardian, so he might be just fine. In fact, Boom gets disintegrated. That's not even a word, Purge. It's 9.
It's not.
9 looks like he's going to drop. No, the Curse is saving him for now, but the Splinter Blast is not quite enough. He gets out with just a sliver of HP, and Dyrachyo dies as well. So this was just terrible from Gaimin, as it's not over yet. The Rupture is there as well, so triple kill for third. Right there, as you can see Boom in the trees. They're going to get a little bit of vision here. Avalanche toss and the silence, and that is yet...
Disabled, he's pretty much instantly dead.
Yep, Ava, toss back to 9. So Celery getting juked and destroyed.
Not much you can do. But I think one of the a little bit overly aggressive, he gets silenced, and then they just use regular disables to kill him.
Dyrachyo, he's all alone. You can see the control coming out from Soxa, but the TP attempt is not going to be successful. As we're going to see now a curse from Snake King as Tundra starting to take firm control of this game. Soxa's there as well. Double kill for 33. From jungle to mid lane, and Aegis is picked up by Skeeter. Celery, wrong place, wrong time. I think he wanted to get a ward down. Either way, he gets deleted. 7K lead for Tundra, and it's crazy how close in skill a lot of these EU teams are. Like, not to trash talk NA, but Like, oh, we're going to see the buyback from Crystal Maiden, though. As you can see, Ace with the BKB, Solar Guardian coming in. It's not really going to connect onto anybody but the Coil, keeping a lot of the Tundra on the other side of the river. But Ace is dead to start this fight. Tofu looks to be next, and the Aegis still online for Skeeter. He is cleaning up. Dyrachyo, you can see the Spirit Vessel applied. Skeeter getting juked by the trees a bit. Can't pursue any further, but either way, they get a 3-for-0. Tundra coming right. Like the 9K lead looks bad, but it's not like a huge skill discrepancy, at least in my opinion. As we're going to see toss back, and you talked about that silence coming out from 33. And Nine's just going to take that for him.
He's got the Kaisan, just spell damage is huge.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, they're all over the place.
Yep, that's the Rupture, Bloodright, and the damage. 33 is a monster right now. Now we see Nimbus onto Ace. He's going to BKB TP, so I was going to say should be fine, but there is a Winter's Curse. So Ace, that's a big BKB charge down, and he's going to be taken out swiftly. And Snake King, he deserved that kill. This is possible.
Yeah, they're trying to get kills.
Oh boy, that is not a good sign when you're just taken out with an Avatos Nimbus. And that is the Puck dead. Celery looks to be next. Man, Tundra looking... Gladiators, they're kind of their decline, which we'll have to hold that thought as Dyrachyo is going to get healed up a bit, but Tofu on the other side, Dyrachyo just dies inside the Nimbus. They are kiting him so hard right now as the Rupture.
They got Soxa.
Yep, they do get Soxa. Ace gets bashed inside the Bloodright, so the BKB activated, but he can't really run around with that Rupture still there. And the buyback from Dyrachyo. It is a 2-for-1 with the buyback coming through. 33 is getting quite low. Looking for Dyrachyo in the trees, though. This would likely be GG if they find this dieback kill. Skeeter getting control, though. The Starbreaker is there. Coil to follow. But they're just going to run away, it seems. That BKB gives Skeeter that exit option. But still, it's a 2-for-1 with the buyback obviously coming out.
Spirit Siphon, and then they just kill him. Burst damage.
Yep, and you can see Gaimin trying to get very aggressive. Soxa was the recipient of that initiation, but it's going to be punished. Tofu taken out to start it. Soxa looks to be fine. So back to my point. Smoked up. The Avalanche is going to slow them down a bit as Ace, you can see, has that Crippling Fear activated. But he gets ruptured inside the Bloodright. It's already at half health. Just trying to find some distance from Skeeter, but they're going to find him easily. Don't even have to touch him. Just the Rupture was enough. And that is a dead Night Stalker for 40 seconds with no buyback.
Skeeter really using his BKB well, in the sense that he's not using it. I mean,
and looks like it did get canceled. He's doing,
here for Skeeter. Really tough for him to play. Celery gonna walk in though.
Yep, he's gonna get tossed back. And Skeeter ends up getting the kill. That was the old alley-oop. Skeeter really slam dunked that one. As Dyrachyo trying to find a target. As Soxa, he's going to get another toss, this time onto Tofu. Man, he is just doing everything for this team as he's attempting to TP out. Looks like he's going to be fine. Nope. They do find him in the end. Okay, he gets healed by the Cold Embrace, and instead, Dyrachyo's the one that is taken out swiftly, and boom, pops that Essence Ring as trying to help out his friend in that Night Stalker, but Ace drops next. It's a 3-for-1 as finally Soxa dies, but the GGs come out. So game one going